viewers, another edition of Bites in the South News Stands on Flip TV. Today's edition of this program, we have very tragic stories on the front page of Nigerian Tribune and the Nation. And what are these stories all about? Let's quickly check out the stories. Abule pipeline explosion, 200 displaced, 15 houses, 33 vehicles burnt, 5 dead. Abule pipeline explosion, 200 displaced, 15 houses, 33 vehicles burnt, 5 dead. Now I'm going to another story here. Our mother, 4-year-old child, got burnt, 2 burnt inside truck. We ran knowing that was pursuing us. We ran knowing that was pursuing us, says our survivors. Moving to the story on the front page of the Nation, still on Abule pipeline explosion. We have it here on the Nation, front page of the Nation. 5 dead, 11 houses, 17 shops, 39 vehicles razed in Lagos explosion. NNPC GMD visits scene. 5 dead, 11 houses, 17 shops, 39 vehicles razed in Lagos explosion. You can see the picture of the incident. You can see it on the front page of this journal. Some of the burnt articulated vehicles. You can see some trucks here. Also, shops, buildings that were raised by the inferno. All right, Buhari seeks extradition of fugitives from UK. Buhari seeks extradition of fugitives from UK. Lagos Ibadan rail completion time shaky. Lagos Ibadan rail completion time shaky. Makinde Hills project. Makinde Hills project. That's the governor of Oyo State. All right, EFCC arrests 89 Yahoo boys in Ibadan. EFCC arrests 89 Yahoo boys in Ibadan. One arraigned in Osun State. No upset as Lalong, Mohammed Ganduje, Tambua retain seats. No upset as Lalong, Mohammed Ganduje, Tambua retain seats. Apex Court affirms election. Malabo. EFCC files 42 charges against Adoke. EFCC files 42 charges against Adoke. Trial of ex-AGF orders begins. Let's quickly check out the story here again. Buhari Ohaneze Sons knock opposition party. Buhari Ohaneze Sons knock opposition party. Let's quickly move down to the Nigerian Tribune and see other stories. Blackout in Maiduguri as Boko Haram destroys transmission lines. Blackout in Maiduguri as Boko Haram destroys transmission lines. Osinbajo, Southwest governors, security officials may meet over Amotekun. Osinbajo, Southwest governors, security officials may meet over Amotekun. Amotekun necessitated by collapsing centralized security apparatus, says Bayelsa governor. NANS back initiative. All right, these are the stories we have on the front pages of the Nigerian Tribune and the Nation newspaper. Let's quickly join our reviewers for more analysis. Still by standards at newsstands. I'll be right back.
Yes, the move Amotekun, yes, I give them the support, you understand, needed. Because that will bring good security to the Southwest. When they have helped us when they have failed to help us in the Southwest, then we craft out a way to help ourselves. So I give kudos to the Southwestern governors who just formed that platform. It's very wonderful. I give them my support. Federal government has failed us in the area of security. What do you expect us to do? Will you be just expose ourselves to Fulani herdsmen, banditry, kidnapping, and Boko Haram? No, we are human beings. We are not trees. You find out that if you're not secured by the government, federal government, you can find a way to secure yourself. So when we craft out this group, Amotekun, the leopard, it's good. Leopard is going to roar and roar and roar in the jungle. If any herdsmen come along, Joe Leopard is going to devour them. That's the point.
But if by adventure, at the end of the day, this fails, what do you think will happen? Because the Southwest governors want this, which even the Southwesterners, talking about the citizens in the Southwest, also agree to this move. but it seems the federal government don't really want this to stand. Don't you think at the end of the day it will fail?
The way I see it, it's not going to work that way. Who are the federal governments? Federal government is not only the North. Federal government is not only Mr. Buhari, Major General Buhari. Federal government is not only Abba Kyari. Federal government can never be only El Rufai, Kaduna State Governor. Federal government can as well not be only this idiot in Edo State, Oshomole. Likewise, Amechi. Likewise, the head of service, that's Kyari anyway, DSS Director General. Federal government encompasses the Yoruba land, southwestern Nigeria, mid-belt, southeast, northeast, core north. We are all the federal government. If you are just trying to make your point that federal government is not going to allow Amotekun, it's not possible because there are Yorubas there. We are all federal government. If we are really operating federal structure, if this is a real federal system of government, we are all federal government. They are the center. Who and what are the components of the center? Is it not the whole 4 regions? Amotekun has come to stay. If you want to stop Amotekun, let's go to the court. And if the same court is to be headed by same herdsman, chief judge, CGN, I'm telling you it's going to fail. So let us look at it from this perspective. We are all federal government of Nigeria.
Everybody.
Yes, everybody. That's the definition of government. Sorry, my brother. If you want to define government, don't say federal government is Abuja, Sorok. No. The meaning of government, we are the government. Then democratic setup, we are the one that put this present democracy in place. Democracy is government of the people, for the people, and by the representatives of the people. But for some times now, we've seen that definition being sidelined, denied. Oh my God. Now, let me tell you, it's a government of some people. But it's not going to work that way. Amotekun is for Southwest. I love that. I'm an Igbo man. I cherish that. I'm very, very. I like the initiative.
Now, Raphael, there's something here that is very, 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 very tragic. What are we talking about here? The pipeline explosion that took place in Abule. It has been happening.
Yes.
I think it happened last
2007. It happened December period in 2007. Same
19 or so.
pipeline vandalization caused such explosion at Egba, and many people died. I tell you, it happened this year again. It's all about bad governance. Had it been the situation, economically, socially, and otherwise, is all right with Nigerians, I don't think there will be anything like pipeline vandalization or explosion. It is the same bad governance that caused this issue. I'm telling you, it's a sorry situation. But this time around, I thank God that no life is lost.
But Raphael, we have civil defense guiding that area, protecting that territory.
Excuse me, Mike, let me come in. Civil defense guiding the area, who are they? Corrupt people within this regime. Is civil defense headed by Yoruba man? Is civil defense headed by Igbo man? Is civil defense headed by Ijo man? Is civil defense headed by Urobo man? No. Civil defense, Hausa. Custom, Hausa. Military is headed by Hausa. The police is headed by Hausa. So if there's a loophole there, it's something. It's something. Let me tell you, that's why it's just like that. It's gonna fail. There is no security there. Civil defense can come out with anything. When the military, that armed to the teeth, could not protect our pipeline. What more or less? What do you think ordinary civilians, civil defense could do? Are they not paramilitary? Are they using guns? They don't. I'm telling you the point. So the point there is so obvious. The same people that has been bastardizing this regime are same people in the civil defense. What about the NNPC officials? You understand? They are the one, because much fund has been earmarked or mapped out for the protection of pipelines, networks, or links in Nigeria. Where are those funds going to? Where did those funds go to? I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. Thank you. I'm making a point here. I'm making points here. Lots of points. Whether they like it, they take it. If they don't like it, they shouldn't live. They shouldn't take it. But all I know is that I'm speaking from the heart.
All right, thank you so much, Raphael. Very good to meet you. Thank you so much. All right. All right, still on Bystanders at Newsstands on Flip TV. Let's quickly join more reviewers for more talks. I'll be right back. What I want you to give your own take on this issue. Vandalism in Nigeria has become a norm. Now, what do you think is the problem? Is government not doing the right thing? Or now, is it the masses that are engaging themselves in this illegal act? Or what?
First and foremost, I would say that government is not doing the right thing because there's plenty of hunger in the land. When a man is filled up, satisfied, he will not want to go and kill himself. But when a man is hungry and he sees death, he will say, let me go and risk myself. That is when he will have the option, he will have the idea, he will want to take the idea of risk. And he will tell you that after people have been risking it, I could go and survive. And I could go, if I didn't make it, what am I living for? See, that is why you see an average American, any little thing, they will shout, hey! Because they have everything in their breaks and cranny. They cannot risk their life for what is not worth it. An American can only risk his life for something that worth his life. When I mean something that worth his life, something that will stand the test of time, that they will say it is Mr. Tobechukwu that invented this. But apart from that, an American cannot do that. But a Nigerian can risk his life even for 20 naira. Let 20 naira drop in this gutter now, and there's fire here. A Nigerian, you see a Nigerian that will go in there just because of that 20 naira, because of he has calculated what he will use that 20 naira to buy. How that 20 naira can help his life at that point in time. That is to tell you the level of poverty and hunger in the land. So government really has to come up with policies that, one, will elevate poverty in the land. You're talking about elevating poverty in the land, and you see some states saying, taking away motorbike riders, taking away tricycle riders. And you're taking away those things, and government-owned shops in those states are very, very high. Now, how could people trade business? Go to China, people hawk on the streets. But in Lagos, you cannot see Kai taking away parking people's property in the name of turning Lagos State to a mega city. There is no street in the world that you not see roadside sellers. There is no street in the world you not see roadside sellers. But you are saying now, by the time you push all these people out, what have you tried? What have you tried? Is to also increase the level of hunger, because there's no other job. When you now go to say, okay, you want to do a manual job, you hear them telling you 10,000 naira. 10,000 naira cannot even carry a family for 2 days. And you say, so that is why you see people they will see death and go to death, because their life is no longer worth living. So it is better they die than to stay alive and continue to suffer. That's why they indulge in those things.
Now, you have securities that are guiding that place, protecting that terrain. Now, don't you think they should be held responsible for allowing such thing to happen?
Now, another question you ask yourself is, those security that are securing that place, what is their motive?
That's civil defense.
What is their motive? When I say what is their motive, they are also pursuing their own pockets. There is no crime perpetrated in this world or in Nigeria that the security apparatus do not know about it. They know, and they will give clearance to that. They will give clearance so that crime can happen, and they will not come back to pretend as if they don't know about it. Because for that crime to have happened, they have made a lot of money to help them own self. That's when you begin to hear, now me go there for son, they die. When my oga dey for office, they collect money. Every money they entitlement and this and that. They begin to reason all those things, because there is corruption in every level in the land. every man is self-centered. Every man, even the police boss, even the civil defense boss, is all what these boys are in the field, but what is after is his own pocket. What enters his own pocket is what he's concerned about, not what his boys would benefit. That is not the truth. Because I tell you, if you take care of Nigerians, the security apparatus will not have problem. Go back to 1999 down to the 80s. No Nigerian is ready to commit suicide. No Nigerian is ready to commit suicide. Every Nigerian is happy. They will tell you Nigeria will be better. Nigeria will be better. Because at that time there was still a hope, there was still a little bit of juice to be milked. But now that the milk has been taken away from them and given to some set of people that is not up to 5% of the country, the people have no option. That when it gets to that point in time, they will just they will go and commit suicide. I remember then they said Nigerians are the happiest people on earth. That you hear that a man committed suicide in one country, you hear a man say, God forbid, they don't get sense. But today it's happening in rampant because there's a lot of hunger in the land. Give a man, see, to govern Nigeria is not difficult. Like I tell people, to govern Nigeria is not difficult. The simple thing you do to a Nigerian, give a Nigerian food. You've solved all his problem. A Nigerian is ready to pass the night under this tree, but as long as he's feeding. The next morning he gets up, goes somewhere, make his money in a legal means, and then come back, and he eats. It's okay. You can go to hell with, if you like, pack all the money in Aso Rock. It's none of their business. The reason why you see more Nigerians getting involved into the governance of the day is because hunger is increasing day by day. And a right sensible government will now go as far as increasing VAT when there is no food. A right sensible government will now go as far as increasing VAT and crashing interest. How would investors now come in to invest? When you have crash rates, the rate you've crashed and you increase VAT. It is when your rate is appreciated that people can come and invest, because knowing very well that they will make money.
Now let's bring it down to Amotekun issue, Osinbajo to meet governors, Southwest governors. Now this issue has been on and on and on and on. There have been disagreements, there have been agreements. Now, don't you think this should be given chance to hold in the Southwest?
Well, what I would say is, Osinbajo is a lawyer. He's a professor of law. And I understand, I want to put it up to him that he understands what law is all about. And he understands what we are practicing in Nigeria. Let him not ridicule himself the more. Because if he comes to tell his people that what they are doing is illegal, he has only done what? He has ridiculed himself the more. Definitely, they will send him. Just as they sent Jonathan over the Niger Delta militants. They will send him. But it is up to him now to say, I rather resign than to fight against a legal matter that is legal. So that's because him coming to talk to the governors does not make any difference, because he already knows what the state of the law is. For crying out loud, if his principal is not educated, he should educate his principal on that subject matter to tell him this case is done and dusted. Allow these people be. This is the state of the constitution. You are practicing a federal system of government. The state has their own power. Why are you giving them security votes? If you don't want such a thing to come up, why have you approved security votes? These are the reasons why you have approved security votes, so that they can safeguard their people. For crying out loud.
All right, thank you so much for your contribution. God bless you, sir. All right. Now, the issue is that some residents in that area have blamed the security meant to secure that environment. They've said that some of them are not living up to their responsibilities. Some of them engage or indulge in illegal acts, especially whenever the bunkering wants to take place. They will keep quiet and do nothing about it. And after the explosion, they will come out and do as if they are the ones securing that environment. So that's what you're just talking about. So what's your take on it?
You see, those pipe explosion, I want to ask one question first. That the pipe that exploding, is it on the surface of the earth, or did they bury it inside the ground?
It's been buried.
Being buried inside the ground. How many meters? At least that pipe should be at least 18 feet down. And somebody will be digging it, and that 10 to 18 feet down, somebody will do what? Dig it until he gets the pipe and drill the pipe or cut the pipe, then fix his own hose, start exploiting before the explosion. Now, the security agents that we are guarding those places, where we are there when somebody dig that set, when we are there when they are drilling the pipe, then the control tower or control source of engine or the valve controls that pipe. Don't they have something like a sensor that when something is happening to any pipeline, they will have the sensor on their computer room and know that area there's something happened to the pipe. Now, how can these people drill this pipe? It will burst. They start tapping without often switching off the oil passing through before drilling. Everything was done. Then until one explosion come and kill people before they will come out, there's an inner insider assisting those people. There's an art of collaboration, both from the office that controls the oil that passes there. With them that they don't know how many barrels of oil pass in that pipe in a day. With the security agents, don't tell them that they don't know that people are digging the ground first. That's number one. Number two, these security agents, are they well equipped by the government? Do they have patrol van? Or these big machines that can run in a swamp, run in a rough area to patrol along the pipeline? Now, that the pipeline, is it a space for something like patrol vehicle to run? Create a space for it to run. Now, if it's a thick jungle, the government have to do something. Create a space, a secure space that the life of these security men can be secured. Now, let them be well equipped in protection. Buy bulletproof operating van. Buy bulletproof jackets. And let them be well armed in case in a forest, not only human beings but wild animals, because these people pass in the jungles. But this will happen in residential areas. Let them be held responsible. The security men.
For the mishap.
Yes, hold responsible. If it's not sabotage from them, it's their negligence. Do two things.
It's not sabotage from them.
It's a negligence. If they're not collaborating with the masses, negligence. Now, and federal government have to blame again for not providing job for the youth to be work. If the youth are engaged, seriously engaged in doing work, they will not have time to that ugly job to vandalize. Because an hungry man can do anything to survive. You understand? You cannot look at a young man of 20, 25 to be begging food on the street. You understand? You cannot see a family man of 30, 40, has a family of 5 children with wife and other relations, to fold his arm and looking for you, brought the fall from heaven. No, that time was in the wilderness, the time of Moses' journey. Now, in conclusion, government has to provide adequate job for the citizens. For the citizens.
In order for them not to indulge in illegal acts.
In illegal acts. And now, there's supposed to be community policing. Those villagers, government call them together, giving them turkey. Because when a thief is stealing something, that thing that is the thief is stealing, commit it to the hand of the thief, it will not lose again. So let the federal government giving them turkey for a month to safeguarding those places. They see that we join hands with security men and secure the pipeline.
Good to have you on today's edition of Bystanders at Newsstands. Make sure you join us next time as we bring you another trending stories from the newsstands. Michael Adekunle still remains my name. Of course, the man behind the camera is Festus Oluwa Bukumi. Keep in touch with us next time on the same platform. Have a good day.